My name is Courtney Walsh, and I am the head softball coach at Fargo Davies.
My name is Nate Walsh, and I'm the head baseball coach at Fargo North.
And we're married. Can you sound more enthusiastic,
I'll try.
please?
Sorry.
And
we
we're
are
married. Oh, and we are married? Okay.
Sure.
Sorry. Oh my gosh. And we are married. So we knew of each other in high school, not really a lot. We had one class together, it was gym class. I just remember him being very competitive. My freshman year in college, when I had Tommy John surgery on my elbow, and I had to basically retrain myself how to throw. And he was the only one that I knew in town that could throw a ball decently. So I kind of, asked him if he would come throw it with me.
But before that, she sold corn on the corner, and I went up there the previous 2 years and talked for a couple hours. We went back and forth quite a bit over corn puns.
You really buttered her up.
I did butter her up, that's right.
It was amazing.
Amazing.
Oh, God, that's good.
Try some sweet corn.
We were on a trip to Washington, D.C. with Courtney's family, and she's a big history buff, obviously, because that's what she teaches. But I had planned it out at the Lincoln Memorial, and I used a punny hookup line, and I asked her her thoughts on linking up for the rest of our lives, and proposed at the Lincoln Memorial. So
it wasn't really surprising with the pun. I mean, that's kind of just our relationship in general. We just laugh at like some of the dumbest things.
I think it's an opportunity to give back. I think that's what I enjoy about it is baseball, probably just like softball, is it's given us so much, and being able to give that back to kids that are in our position when we were younger. I think that's what is the most rewarding of that.
Having them, set goals at the beginning of the year and having them like hit those goals and like go above and beyond those goals is really special as well too. I think that's the only thing we talk about nowadays. I replay situations in my head and I get to ask him, what he would have done.
It's good to have another perspective on things, and the way I may see something isn't always the way Courtney sees something, but that difference in ideas is kind of where you start creating conversations.
All right, here's the million-dollar question. When do you guys actually spend time with each other in the spring, Nate?
Right now.
Yeah.
No, it's obviously limited. A lot of it is in the morning and waking up, being with each other for breakfast. That's something that we've worked on, is at least having breakfast together.
Well, now, since we're old, we picked up pickleball. We heard it one day outside and we're like, what is this noise? And so we picked up and we got our butts kicked by these old people like right away, and then we're like, okay, we gotta get competitive at this.
Courtney, how do you feel about Nate's mustache?
Well, okay, so here's the thing, is before we started dating, he had a mustache and a mullet. He had the double combo, so I think it's cool. I mean, it's part of his personality. He's just a quirky, fun guy, so yeah, he takes longer to get ready in the morning than I do, so.
I want to say I was a junior in high school. Our post-2 banquets that we host every late winter, early spring. One of the speakers that we had was Raleigh Fingers from the A's, so he had his mustache, and I was like, man, I want to try growing that out. So freshman year of college, No Shave November hit, and I tried growing out a mustache. I was like, man, this is a tough 4 months because it looks very interesting right away, but it just kind of grew on me, literally and figuratively, and it matched my mullet, so kind of rolled with it. I think it's really enjoyable. I think it gives you, in a marriage you're partnering, and you're always working to get better each other and better yourselves. And I think being that both of us are coaches, we kind of both understand the responsibilities that we're asked of and our responsibilities that we need to take care of. And I think having somebody else that understands where you're coming from really benefits, and it helps us communicate and understand what each other are going through. And
if one of us needs something, like, we would be there in an instant. That I think like every marriage should have, but also a coaching marriage basically.